Welcome to the Hidden IT Tax Podcast, brought to you by Provision Networks, a part of connectivity without chaos. Today we discuss how the future of enterprise networking looks nothing like its past.
Yeah, and we all know the traditional enterprise networking nightmare, right?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking massive upfront costs, deployment timelines that move at an absolute glacial pace.
Right, and just a tangled mess of fragmented hardware. It totally forces organizations into a corner.
You're trying to move fast, but you're chained to these legacy systems that, actively slow you down.
Exactly. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack how the industry is finally shifting away from that, moving from a collection of, rapidly depreciating assets into a seamless, unified service.
Right, because the first roadblock to that modernization is almost always the financial barrier.
Always.
Historically, you're looking at a massive CapEx burden just to get the hardware in the door. But we're seeing that barrier completely dismantled by the shift to an OpEx model.
Yeah, economic buyers, so your CFOs and VPs of IT, they are massively preferring this as a service model.
It's basically the difference between buying an expensive fleet of company vehicles outright versus, a predictable subscription.
That's a really good analogy, because under the legacy model, the second you drive those servers and switches off the lot, they're depreciating.
Yeah, and you're on the hook for every oil change and blown tire.
Exactly. But the subscription approach just includes the lifetime upgrades. It completely eliminates those high licensing fees and upfront hardware costs.
Wow, so no initial sticker shock.
Right. And when we look at the metrics, that predictable monthly or annual pricing can potentially save organizations over 20% over 5 years.
Saving 20% on the balance sheet is great, but an unlimited budget doesn't really matter if the technology itself still takes months to deploy.
True, but the data actually shows this modern infrastructure is deploying 2 to 3 times faster.
Wait, really? Deploying 2 to 3 times faster sounds like a recipe for disaster to me. If you're rolling out hardware at that speed across 50 locations, aren't you going to break something?
Well, that assumes you're still building networks the old way.
Okay, fair point.
The speed actually increases because of how the new system is built, specifically by addressing the interoperability gap.
Right, because historically, routing, switching, and wireless were all totally siloed.
Exactly. You had different interfaces, totally different command lines.
Spending literally weeks just trying to make different brands talk to each other.
Yeah. But a modern approach uses a single unified operating system and centralized cloud management.
Oh, nice.
Because it operates on one OS, your IT team isn't manually configuring the routing separate from the wireless.
So they just push one security policy, and the cloud management propagates it instantly across all the hardware.
You got it. You completely eliminate the vendor sprawl.
That's huge. So lean IT teams can actually offload all that daily troubleshooting and stop just putting out fires.
Right. They refocus their human capital on high-level strategic initiatives rather than, untangling a messy server rack.
But, having a perfectly unified OS still hits physical walls in the real world, doesn't it? Especially in massive spaces of 10,000 square feet or more.
Yeah, absolutely. And legacy vendors typically focus entirely on wireless LAN, and they completely neglect cellular integration.
It's the enterprise equivalent of having $1 million smart home, but dropping a call the second you walk into the kitchen.
Yes, exactly.
Which is annoying at home. But if that happens in a 50,000 square foot logistics warehouse or like a modern hospital,
right,
that's lost revenue. Or worse.
Precisely, which is why a true modern network integrates both secure Wi-Fi and cellular radios.
Right.
It really needs to function as an invisible utility. Like, think about how you use electricity. You don't configure the electricity when you plug in a lamp.
No, you just plug it in and it works.
Right, it just works. The network should function exactly the same way, guaranteeing performance regardless of the physical architectural challenges of the building.
It completely changes how you view your infrastructure. It's no longer just a cost center.
A crucial shift as digital infrastructure becomes the literal backbone of business operations.
So we want to leave you with this thought. Conduct a critical audit of your own organization. Is your current network infrastructure a bottleneck slowing your expansion? Or is it an accelerator for your growth?
Something to really ponder.
Thank you for listening to the Hidden IT Tax Podcast from Provision Networks. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe. For more insights, see your Substack blogs under Connectivity Without Chaos.